All right, boys, the day of reckoning is upon us. I didn't think it would ever get to this point. So, you guys have probably seen some videos recently on all the different lawsuits I've been covering regarding Bungie, whether it's individual players, cheating companies, or whatever it may be. But it has now gotten to a point where I received an email yesterday regarding a video that I put up. So, yesterday I covered an update to the lawsuit where Aim Junkies, a cheat developer slash seller, is countersuing Bungie with some very, very bold claims. Something must have struck a nerve with these Aim Junkies guys, and they had the audacity to send me an email while they are mid lawsuit. So the email came from a supposed David Schaefer, and it reads, "Look at the bottom of Exhibit B and tell them we don't have them cold. If you're going to report being a homer, don't make it. Being objective does. Dave." And now I'm going to keep it a $1.50 with you guys. I have no idea what being a homer means. If this is like a non-US thing, somebody please help me out down in the comments. I Googled this and could not figure out what this means. The only definitions for homer outside of baseball that I could find were an ancient Hebrew unit of capacity, something to do with bushels. I thought he might have been calling me like Homer Simpson or something, or something relating to me just being at home all the time, which is, I don't know how that's an insult. It's more of a blessing than an insult. Anyways, when I first got this email, I didn't think it was real. I thought it was somebody who was probably trolling. But then I looked at the email. I'm not going to show you guys the email for any obvious reasons. I'm not trying to get myself tied into this lawsuit. So again, I'm going to be very careful with my word choice. So, allegedly, this email I took and copy-pasted into Google because I could not find any results for it to cross-reference it anywhere. But the one thing that did come up was an old forum post from years ago in which they were looking for cheat developers. Aim Junkies is hiring a skilled computer programmer, software developer. We offer a profit-sharing mechanism. Blah, 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 blah. Nobody cares. If this describes you, please send your resume to this email. Now that I had the information that I needed personally to believe that this email was actually legit, I'm starting to get the feeling that they think I'm some sort of biased Ultra Bungie fanboy. And I'd like to make it very clear, I'm one of Bungie's biggest critics, okay? I do love Bungie, I love their games, but when it's time to hold somebody accountable, it's time to hold somebody accountable. And let's put this in a theoretical world here where Bungie is guilty, theoretically, of these alleged counter lawsuit claims in which they were hacking into Mr. May's files and like peeping through his personal stuff when they shouldn't be. I will admit my fault there and say that's messed up. I said that from the get-go. I'd like to make that very clear. Because that is also a very big security concern for anybody who plays the game. If you have the game downloaded and they somehow have the right or the ability to be able to get into your personal files, even if they're hidden behind passwords and whatnot, that is a huge security concern. Again, this is all alleged in a theoretical world until proven. And now let's circle back to the most important part of the whole thing. This David guy told me to look at the bottom of Exhibit B and tell him we don't have them cold. If you don't know what that means, that's basically an undeniable statement saying, like, we're in the right here and there's no questions asked. So unfortunately, I had to go back into lawyer mode here and pull back up the document. And the first thing where it references Exhibit B is it says, attached as Exhibit B is a Bungie production document, that document in which Bungie Incorporated has produced in the course of this litigation. Exhibit B evidences some 104 instances which Bungie Incorporated, without the knowledge of and authorization by Mr. May, accessed Mr. May's personal computer and downloaded information from it. Column C of Exhibit B, entitled Evidence, contains multiple listings that identify computer files contained only on Mr. May's computer. Such listings are expressly identified, for example, with the location, users James desktop reclass blah 64, whatever that means, which in fact is a private file on the C drive of Mr. May's computer, allegedly. Now listen guys, I'm not a engineer or a computer programmer or anything by those means, but a lot of these alleged files that have been accessed have a lot to do with something called Swifty's reverse engineering machine, which I'm assuming has something to do with developing cheats for the game. Something with Swifty's dev box, something about repeated band evasion through here. Just all sorts of garbage. A program file called Cheat Engine 6.8.3. I don't really know what needs to be said here. I'm going to be honest, like, a lot of these just seem like random pathways to files, but a lot of these really don't look like personal files to me. But again, I'm not a lawyer, so this is all my alleged thinking on what is going on here. I really don't know what this David guy wanted me to do here. By looking at random pieces of text on a legal document, I don't really know what that's supposed to prove to me. Not only am I or my opinion irrelevant to this case, but I have no way of seeing this guy's computer. I have no idea what actually happened. This is not my job, buddy. Stop being tilted and handle your stuff in the courtroom. But they're definitely grasping at straws here, and it feels like this is the only case they might have to stand on. Again, this is all just my opinion, but that's really the only thing I can see them having against Bungie here, besides cheating not being illegal, I guess, is that if Bungie did access their private documents, that could kind of throw the court case out the window, which would be truly unfortunate. Because in my personal opinion, obviously cheating, and anybody else who has brain cells' personal opinion, would understand that cheating in video games, especially in a PvP environment or anything is competitive, it does ruin the entire ecosystem of the game. And it makes it for not fun for people to play. And the even more ironic part is, and I wish I had something to show you guys, I dug through the depths of my email trash bin and spam folder for a while, came up with nothing, that a supposed cheating website and recov services as well, I've gotten emails from those, had tried to send me a sponsorship email at some point to try and place an ad or ads on my YouTube channel. I've obviously turned all these down. All these garbage emails go straight to my spam folder or the trash bin the second I see them, but I thought it was really, really ironic. I will tell you guys though, my new guilty pleasure seems to be watching these desperate losers claw their way in the courtroom when they know that they're doing something that's in the wrong and very unethical. But we'll just have to see how it plays out. I'm just a bystander. I'm gonna sit here with my popcorn and enjoy the ride, okay?
Oh hey, and before you go, I got a little secret for you. Just remember, if you develop cheats or you use cheats in video games, you're allegedly a pussy. We'll see you next time.